The beauty of Florida can be found among the ancient cypress trees. They stand like giant sentinels, where 50 years ago a dream was born that would share Florida and its beauty with everyone.
The golden years of Cypress Gardens, a golden show for everyone. Our 50 years we'd like to celebrate with water ski and pageantry and
For 50 years, this has been beautiful Cypress Gardens. But it wasn't always so beautiful. In 1932, it was a desolate wasteland of forest and swamp, worthless, except to one man who had a dream about turning that swamp into a garden paradise. His name was Dick Pope, and he wasn't afraid to take chances. After all, he sold his first house at the age of 12. So with his wife, Julie, he set out to create his botanical gardens. It was 1932 and the Great Depression. Dick and Julie Pope worked alongside a few dollar-a-day laborers, literally digging canals and planting the first flowers by hand. 3 years later, their gardens opened. On January 2nd, 1936, the first visitors came to beautiful Cypress Gardens. The dream of Dick and Julie Pope had come true. From the beginning, Cypress Gardens was a huge success. And Dick Pope was determined to tell the entire country about his tropical wonderland. He staged special events for the newsreel cameras. He staged pretty girls to pose for even more cameras. Sometimes it seemed that everything was made to order for pictures, and if the photos weren't exactly filmed on location, it didn't matter. Dick Pope knew that once people saw Cypress Gardens, it would still be more beautiful than they imagined. For 50 years, Cypress Gardens has been special to so many people. And over the years, there have been so many memories.
There are echoes of the past all around you, misty shadows of another place and time.
With a charm and grace so captivating, fresh and new in every way, just waiting to put a sparkle in your eyes. Welcome home to your new Cypress Gardens.
Today, the gardens are just as vibrant as they were over half a century ago. They've grown to include authentic gardens from around the world. But the traditional Southern charm remains. And always, there are flowers.
Welcome home to where old friends will surround you,
And new friends wait to meet you every day. Welcome home to see your gardens glowing, feel her new excitement grow. We know she's sure to steal your heart away. Welcome home.
Each memory of a visit to Cypress Gardens begins here, in this botanical paradise. The gardens have expanded from the original 16 acres to today's 220 acres of southern charm, grace, and year-round fun, like Aquacade 86, a new water spectacular.
we're on a roll, better than ever. Working together, having some fun. We're on the road. We are your young
Aquacade 86 is a one-of-a-kind water extravaganza. It's performed in an Olympic-sized pool built over 25 years ago and used by an earlier Aqua star, Esther Williams. Like so much of Cypress Gardens, Aquacade 86 combines the magic of the past with the excitement of today.
Your entertainment day of 86 is Aquacade. Going on.
Dick and Julie Pope might never have created their dream of Cypress Gardens without the help and support of their friend, John Snively Sr. John Snively owned the estate adjacent to the gardens, and there he built a majestic antebellum mansion in the stately image of the Old South. Cypress Gardens acquired the Snively estate in 1980. Some of the land around the mansion was transformed into elegant gardens and brooks. But as much as Dick Pope loved gardens, he also loved fun. And so another part of the estate became Southern Crossroads. Southern Crossroads is a happy mix of quaint antebellum shops and lively entertainment. Dick Pope probably said it best. His motto was, "If it's not fun, the heck with it." Southern Crossroads certainly provides guests with a healthy dose of old-fashioned fun. Most everyone has seen model trains before, but few people have ever seen a model railroad as extraordinary as this. It's Whistle Stop USA, and it's quite possibly the most elaborate railroad exhibit in existence. It's made up of 1,100 feet of track, with dramatic landscapes and miniature tableaux that show a remarkable attention to detail. It's a whirlwind tour of 7 different regions of America, with 4,500 figures adding a realism unequaled in model railroad exhibits.
Can you believe what's happening right before your eyes? The seasons change and rearrange. What a nicey ice surprise. Trade your surfboard for a bobsled and your skateboard for some skis. It's a chilling sight since the Fahrenheit has changed to some degree. Southern ice, it's a friendly wintry paradise. As a fresh new season appears, there's magic happening here. Southern ice, a brisk and crystally clear delight. It's a Cypress icicle surprise in the land of Southern ice. It's richly mystical, what a sight, as warm turns into cold. A magic story unfolds. Southern ice, a friendly wintry paradise.
Here are some of the most incredible and curious faces you'd ever hope to meet. The living forest duplicates the natural environment for hundreds of species of rare animals. Some of them, macaws and cockatoos, perform behaviors in such shows as the Exotic Bird Review. And there are others who seem to prefer not to do much at all. The living forest is accredited by the American Association of Zoological Parks and Aquariums and is dedicated to protecting and preserving threatened and endangered species while helping people better understand them. The American alligator is as popular as ever at the Everglades Arena, where guests can have an educational and entertaining look at Florida's original resident. Some of them are beautiful, and some aren't. But in the living forest, every face you meet is a success story all its own. The most spectacular view of Cypress Gardens is found only in one place, at the 153-foot summit of the Island in the Sky. The view is magnificent. The revolving observation platform provides a dynamic 360-degree panorama of the gardens below. Even as this giant tower descends, it is still impressive. But there are quiet places too. They are the small moments of discovery that, if you take the time, may well prove to be some of the most beautiful areas of the gardens. The Great American Horse is a graceful bronze sculpture inspired by New England weather vanes. Its elegant design captures the impression of speed and quickness, matched by a quiet strength. The Great American Horse is a compelling work of art with a beauty that never fails to inspire. During the 1930s, a new sport was starting to emerge. Water skiing was born as a novelty. But its history really began at Cypress Gardens. The world's first water ski show began at the gardens in 1943 when some neighborhood kids performed for a group of servicemen. Since then, there have been more than 57,000 ski shows, each one combining daring with pageantry and beauty. Many water ski firsts have occurred at Cypress Gardens. The movie Easy to Love, starring Esther Williams, featured the first ski pyramid. And Dick Pope Jr. became the first person in the world to ski barefoot, taking the sport to a new level of excitement.
Golden years of Cypress Gardens, a golden show for everyone.
and new have joined together.
You're climbing now to reach the sky. Like a flower we watch you grow. The future's yours and so Cypress Gardens, these are your golden years.
Who would have imagined that 50 years ago, 16 acres of botanical gardens would grow into what it is today? Who would have imagined that a dream begun by Dick and Julie Pope would be a dream shared by millions of people each year? With its roots deep in the past, Cypress Gardens continues to offer visitors a Florida they will always remember. And Cypress Gardens will always be Florida's showplace.
Cypress Gardens, these are your golden years.
There are echoes of the past all around you, misty shadows of another place and time.
With a charm and grace so captivating, fresh and new in every way, just waiting to put a sparkle in your eye.